Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. What if the next camera you hold could change the way you create forever? Imagine a tool so compact, yet so powerful, it blurs the line between dream and reality. Curious? You want to see what Sony's been secretly cooking up? Stick around. Because by the end of this video, you might just meet your next creative partner. There's something magical happening behind the scenes at Sony, something that's starting to leak out in whispers and flashes across the filmmaking world. The Sony FX3 II, the long-awaited follow-up to the FX3, might just be closer than we think. And if the early rumors are even half true, we're in for a serious game-changer. At the heart of this tiny beast is said to be a 12-megapixel full-frame sensor. Now, I know what you're thinking, 12 megapixels? In a world obsessed with higher numbers? But here's where the magic really lies. For video shooters, lower megapixel sensors are actually a blessing. Bigger pixels, better light gathering, cleaner images in the darkest places you can imagine. It's not about chasing numbers anymore. It's about creating images that feel alive, even when the light disappears. Imagine shooting on a rainy night in the city. No massive light rigs, no backup crew, just you, your camera, and the story you're trying to tell. This sensor could be your secret weapon when everything else around you says, not possible. And speaking of possibilities, Open Gate recording could be coming to the FX3 II. Now this is a big deal. Open Gate lets you capture the full sensor area, not locked to 16:9, not squeezed into 17:9, but glorious full-frame freedom. A beautiful 3:2 image you can reframe however you want later. Need vertical clips for TikTok or Instagram Reels? Done. Want a super wide cinematic look for your short film? No problem. All from the exact same footage. You're not just shooting scenes anymore. You're capturing pure, unfiltered possibility. Something you can reshape to fit wherever your story takes you. But wait, it gets even better. There's talk that the FX3 II might handle 6K, or even 8K resolution. Now I know, 8K sounds like a massive leap. Maybe even overkill for most of us right now. But think about it. Shooting higher than 4K gives you so much creative freedom. You can crop in closer, without losing detail. You can digitally pan, zoom, reframe, all without touching the original quality of your shot. Future-proofing your content? Absolutely. Protecting your work for tomorrow's screens. Tomorrow's audiences? Even better. Plus, let's be real, it just feels amazing knowing your camera isn't the thing holding you back. And if you love slow motion, and honestly, who doesn't? Get ready for this. 4K at 180 frames per second. Let that sink in for a second. 180 frames per second in full 4K. Imagine every heartbeat, every drop of rain, every explosive moment stretched into liquid beauty. Moments that fly by unnoticed in real time, now becoming works of art you can savor. You're not just capturing motion, you're stretching time itself. That's the kind of slow motion that gives your stories depth, weight, and real emotional punch. And we can't forget about the soul of the footage. Color. Sony seems to be packing true 10-bit 4:2:2 recording into the FX3 II. For those who love grading their footage, this is pure gold. It means deeper, richer colors, smooth transitions in the sky, silky shadows, no ugly color banding when you push your footage in post-production. You'll have the power to craft your story's mood exactly how you imagine it, not trapped by the camera's limitations. From the warm golden hues of sunset to the icy blues of a snowy mountaintop, you'll finally have a real canvas to paint your vision. And let's talk autofocus, because Sony is about to make it even crazier. AI-powered autofocus. This isn't just faster focusing, it's smarter focusing. The camera could actually understand the scene, knowing the difference between an eye, a face, an object, maybe even the story itself. Imagine tracking a subject running through a chaotic street scene and never once losing focus. No retakes, no frustration, just pure, instinctive creation. For solo creators, documentary filmmakers, and run-and-gun shooters, this kind of tech isn't just helpful, it's freedom. And now, something that feels almost too good to be true. There are rumors that the FX3 II might rock a global shutter. Not a rolling shutter, a true global shutter. If you've ever seen that strange yellow effect when you whip your camera around too fast, that's rolling shutter distortion. It bends reality in all the wrong ways. A global shutter captures the entire image at once. Fast pans? Perfect. Whip shots? Perfect. Action scenes? Perfect. No wobble. No weirdness. No compromises. If Sony pulls this off at the FX3 II size and price range, It's going to turn the camera world upside down. Full stop. And it gets even more exciting when we think about low-light performance. Sony's legacy in low-light shooting is legendary. Cameras like the A7S series have owned that space. But the FX3 II, it might push that even further. Thanks to that 12MP sensor and new AI image processing, early hints suggest even higher ISO capabilities, cleaner images, richer blacks, and footage that looks real even in the darkest corners. Imagine capturing a wedding under fairy lights, a street scene lit only by neon signs, a wildlife dock deep in the jungle, without fear that your footage will crumble into a noisy mess. This camera could turn the night into your playground. And body design. Though we haven't seen final images yet, early reports hint that Sony's refining the FX3's already solid build. Think better ergonomics, smarter button layouts, maybe even improvements to the touchscreen, making it faster, more responsive, more intuitive. Shooting all day shouldn't feel like a chore. It should feel natural, like breathing, like dancing with your gear instead of fighting against it. And if Sony truly nails the feel of the FX3 II, you'll forget the cameras even there. It'll just be you and your story. Now, you might be wondering, when is this beautiful machine actually coming? While Sony is keeping things close to their chest, insider whispers suggest a late 2025 reveal is on the table. It makes sense, with competitors like Canon and Panasonic turning up the heat. Sony's not one to fall behind. And honestly, after everything we've seen Sony accomplish in the past few years, it feels like they're ready to make another big statement. If even half of what's rumored turns out true, the FX3 II won't just be a camera. It'll be a revolution for creators everywhere. Think about it. A compact powerhouse with open gate flexibility, 6K or 8K capture, 4K slow motion at 180 frames per second, true 10-bit color, AI-driven autofocus, legendary low-light performance, global shutter magic, all wrapped in a rugged, beautiful body. It's not just a spec sheet. It's a call to storytellers everywhere. Dream bigger. Go further. Create without limits. Because that's the power of a truly great tool. It disappears. It gets out of the way. And all that's left is the story you were meant to tell. If this breakdown sparked even a little bit of excitement in you, imagine what's coming when the full specs drop. Make sure to stay tuned, because as soon as we get more news, I'll be right here sharing it with you. Until next time, keep dreaming, keep creating, and remember, the best stories are still ahead of you. For the latest tech update, subscribe my channel.